Hi, Sarah here. I'm back again with another air dry clay project. I typically paint my air dry clay with acrylic paint, but this time I just wanted to show you something a little bit different, as I know some of you have not been that keen on painting your air dry clay with acrylic paint, as little bits of paint have maybe been flaking, and this did here because it just got stuck and it did just peel a little bit of the paint off. The best thing you can do here is let everything dry really well. Give it a full drying time and you'll be left with a really lovely finish like this. But not to worry, as an alternative I have my watercolours here. It's not something I normally use with my air dry clay, but I've been having a little play and it works really well. I have a piece of dried clay here that's fully bare and just completely dried, and I've taken my sketch pad and just drawn out a little sketch that I want to add to this piece. You can paint directly onto the clay, or as I'm doing, just adding my little sketch in, and if you make any mistakes you can obviously rub them out too. And then I mixed a lovely palette of watercolours. And then I go in with a fine paintbrush and simply I do wet on dry. So we're not doing the wet on wet watercolour, but we just paint in the colours, same as we do with our acrylic paints. But with the watercolour it soaks right into the bare air dry clay and it soaks in immediately really. If you want to do a flat area of colour like I did there, you just need to keep making sure you move the paint about so that the paint doesn't go streaky. Build up the layers and just add in bits of detail and nice fine little details as we go. So there's no need to seal it first, we just let the paint absorb straight into the bare air dry clay. It's a good idea to have a little bit of a practice first with your paintbrush, as some of these lines were just a little bit thicker to begin with than I wanted them, but still it's nice, and just see what you can create. I wasn't quite sure how my little bird would turn out, but there he is, and I wanted to do something a little bit more contemporary, and so I'm going to do this monstera leaf. So in the same way I've just drawn it out on there, and I'm going to go in with my watercolour and just add in some more little details. I've just painted on these little gift tags as an example to you, but obviously you can paint on absolutely anything you wish, and then once you've finished you just go and rub out your pencil and then let them dry fully, and we're going to seal them with some Mod Podge. I let these dry and then I'll give them a second coat, doing the backs as well. Make sure you wash your brush out really well, then you can add some ribbon in there and you're done. You can see from this that the possibilities are absolutely endless, and it just gives you another alternative to painting with acrylic paints and then putting a heavy lacquer over the top. So this is a bit more of a delicate process, adding watercolour onto your air dry clay. I think they turned out really well, and I look forward to doing some more watercolour on some of my other air dry clay projects. Thank you for watching, and I hope to see you again soon. Bye for now.